Oh,
Approval of minutes from the previous meeting. Do I hear
We're,
motion to accept.
Judy?
oh, I was gonna ask if the minutes were sent out. I didn't see them in my email.
I think they were a while ago. That's why I couldn't find mine.
They are up on the website. I wasn't able to send them out by
hear you.
email today.
Okay,
Members that are in the Sine room did get a hard copy of that.
okay.
And one other point, could
There it is. right there.
Oh, Judy, give me Judy.
the members that are in the Sine room announce who's there for Heather?
Turn it up. I had a correction. Do you remember what it was? This one? On these minutes. Dan?
Hold on a second.
I believe it was related to Thompson Together.
Together?
Oh, was it this one or previous?
And Heather's asking for a roll call.
Okay. Carol Smith. Norma O'Leary, Eva Cummins. Guest, Dave Clark. And Amy Persley.
And Judy on Zoom.
And Judy's on the
Yeah.
phone, whatever you call it.
Thank you.
Judy, I'm looking back at the minutes. I sent them out on 3:30 at 5:17. I have your email.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I must have just missed it. I didn't look far enough back, I guess.
Yeah, it says judithrondo@yahoo.com, if that is the correct email.
That is correct. Yep, yep. Thank you for checking.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm actually on the website now. I'm looking at them really quickly.
Well, I can't on it. So I have a motion to approve by Peter. Do I hear a second? Carol seconds it. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. So carried. We'll now have financial matters.
Okay, we're coming to the end of the year. We've used up 93.2%, which leaves us an available amount of $1,369.69.
Okay, any discussion on the financial matters? If not, we'll accept them as stated.
You might see, Carol, that the year-to-date expended on the conservation official salary line has exceeded the original appropriation. And the Board of Finance is aware of that. It's related to the salary line. And maybe Amy could speak more to that if she's in the room.
Yep, happy to. Formerly, Carolyn was contracted to work fewer hours.
Yes,
Unofficially, we know she put in a lot more time.
yes.
So when we hired Dan, we knew that we wanted to be able to offer a 20-hour position. So that bumped up
Mhm.
the pay to that, but the Board of Finance is aware.
Have you had to work any more hours because of Mala being out?
No, I've maintained 20-hour shifts. Though some of the work that I'm doing in the office is wetlands. I wouldn't say it dominates, but there's some, I issued a notice of violation. And I've done some inspections for Marla while she's been recovering from surgery. I'll mention some of those later in the report.
Okay, thank you. Correspondence. Okay, we got the meeting minutes and incoming mail. I assume these will be discussed in your report on the incoming mail?
No, we can discuss it as a group. I didn't know how we received mail from, I don't have it in front of me, but a cemetery restoration services company from Dayville.
Okay,
And I think they're looking for work, but I think that it's possibly a resource that would be good to have in case a project came up that we needed them for.
good. Well, we can read it, and if we wish to bring it up at the next meeting, and we can, I guess, under new business.
Sure. And we also received an ArcGIS quarterly magazine.
Is that gonna be of help to you in your work?
There's topical articles in there, applications of GIS. It's like teams working on projects, so some of it could, like I believe one of them was mapping snow removal routes, a large municipality using GIS to map snow removal, and things like that. So larger, what they say, enterprise scale applications, maybe. But there's some interesting reads in there. We
that a
get
free copy?
you guys can keep that copy. Marla gets one as well, and she doesn't keep hers, so I keep that one.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, incoming mail by email or outgoing mail by email? Okay, offices and your committee, your report.
One thing Judy did send me a brochure type newsletter for the pollinator program. And I included that in the packet of material you'll have on the desk there. It gives you more a rundown of, I guess, what the program looks like. And it's just something to light read. We'll consider it at another time, perhaps, but going into the agent report, I wanted to bring up that this Friday, they're having a ribbon cutting at the footbridge at the West Thompson Dam, which had been without a crossing. It was called the Blaine Crossing for over 10 years. And this Friday at 3 o'clock, there'll be local dignitaries to cut a ribbon. And I think there's also kayaking and a trail led prior to the ribbon cutting. If anybody's interested, I've got some information to pass along. But I plan to be in attendance.
Where do you go in from? Blaine Road or the other end?
I'm gonna park at the boat launch and take the trail all the way over. You can probably park at is it the end of Blaine Road?
Yeah.
There's ample shoulder where the Blaine Road connects to the Thompson Trail system. I don't know how many people, probably a lot of people know that secret and might park there. It's probably the quickest parking spot to the footbridge. There's probably only parking for 2 vehicles on Ravenel Road, and it's not really good parking. So my plan is to walk in from probably the boat launch area. I don't know of any other way. Perhaps if you know anybody in the neighborhood and it makes sense to park at their house. But that's kind of a tough spot to get a lot of people arriving at in vehicles.
Thank you.
Sure. We've got quite a wait list for our nesting boxes.
Oh, that's great.
It's pretty good. A lot of interest in it.
If there's interest, yeah.
I put a letter to the editor into the Villager, and I believe Amy also spoke to it on a WINY broadcast. And so far, I think I've distributed 18, have 4 remaining in the office, but I have a list of 25 that are on a wait list. They understand. I kind of tell them that the bluebirds have multiple broods in a year, and that we're trying to procure more boxes, and it's possible we could have one in their hand next season. So
I'll probably be bringing in 2 this week that a man has made.
Good. My brother-in-law is a scoutmaster, and he's also a teacher at Ellis Tech. And I asked him to try to put some feelers out for me if he knows anybody willing to volunteer time or labor or material or that kind of thing, or if he just wants to make it a weekend project, and him and I try to tackle these by the template. But I think it's good to have a wait list, and I think that people understand generally. And I would say it's been successful so far.
Good.
So the next item on the agent report, near North Grovenendale Pond, behind the Knights of Columbus,
Yeah.
we have a
Oh,
burial
wow.
site within that large tract of land along the trail. And that came to my attention. Well, it's previously known by Carolyn, but it kind of never got fully developed as with the research. This came about when the planner asked if I had any knowledge on all the easements on the property because they're looking to develop it. A new person is looking to develop it. And I think I told Norma about that, and Norma quickly told me that she knew of a potential burial site. Carolyn did start a project. It was kind of buried away in the office, and where she identified the location generally and took a number of pictures and plotted some stones. So I was able to find that. I've added that to our cemeteries folder. It did originally have a designation, but the folder was missing. The folder was never found, but we did find Carolyn's project, and that kind of gave us the heads up of where to tell this developer to locate this burial location. I haven't had any more feedback from the town planner or whoever's developing that, but I anticipate them reaching out to our office again about that issue. The town planner says the developer hopes to be, wants to be respectful of the situation, but I don't know how that tangibly, what that means. So that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on. Also today, related to North Grovenendale Pond, we have somebody pursuing an Eagle Scout, and one of their projects that they had in mind, excuse me, was something akin to like a trail walk with I think 5 or 6 stations. And I don't remember what the material that they hope to present, but they hope to present something of this sort along a trail. And if Amy's there, she received that request, and she and I brainstormed possibly better locations for a project like that.
Well, I believe most of it's on our conservation easement that goes through there, but some of it is outside of it. If there's going to be a trail made, the man who told Carol and I about it and showed it to us while he's alive and well, younger than me, I guess. Would you like to see it someday?
Yeah.
Would you like?
Are you talking about the Eagle Scout project?
Well, I'm talking about if it's anywhere near the small cemetery that he wouldn't recognize, because all it is some stones
Oh,
on end that he should know about if he's going to do a trail in that area.
Right, no, I think we've kind of brainstormed some alternate areas because it did not seem feasible. The location they were looking at was just too much part of the new development.
Okay,
So it's actually just nursery rhymes and there's only 6 small boards. So I'm going to propose the Wilsonville Playground,
Mhm.
which seems like a more viable venue for, and demographic for that type of project.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's what I had gone to see Dan today, just to make sure that it wasn't town land and where they were looking to place it, yeah. Not so much.
so anyway, Dan, do you still want to know just exactly where the cemetery is?
Yeah, I mean, I have an X on a map, and kind of a depiction of stones laid flat, like you said. But it would, if somebody knows where exactly to point at this, that would be really good.
Okay, sometime in next month,
Yeah,
that sound good?
yeah,
We'll
and
make-
I'll, next time I'm in the office, I'll follow up with Tira to see if there's been any feedback from the development team, or questions.
I talked with Tara, she didn't think it would affect the development as planned at the moment.
Okay. On to the next agenda item. We had a couple meetings of the draft subdivision regulation revisions. I attended 2 of them. One covered open space and shared and private drives. The other was the conservation subdivision meeting that Carolyn had worked with the planner on. I think they still have a lot of work in their review. The questions that they asked, I submitted my comments to these, and they were basically incorporated. They were Carolyn's comments, essentially. They were really going to work on a lot of comments submitted by Marla Butts, the wetlands agent. And one of the key issues that she had was net buildable lot size. And the office, she's told me she's concerned that if the minimum lot size is only what the health district requires, that people will build on fill wetlands on a lot that has a sliver of septic space. And that in some of these districts, lake districts, especially with lot sizes of 4,500 square feet, that this is where that they're not serviced by sewer and water, that this is where wetlands filling could be experienced the most. But I don't like, they were each 2-hour, 15-minute kind of meetings, but the questions that they asked me weren't really meaty. There was some of them were about my experience in Windsor Locks, wetlands related, and zoning types of questions. Like, for example, the conservation subdivision. A lot of land, these are supposed to be small lot sizes with a lot of land held communally. And one question they had of me was, how are homeowners associations forced on applications in Windsor Locks, or subdivision applications in Windsor Locks? In Windsor Locks, we required a homeowners association to be formed, and that the charter be part of the approval. And so I gave an experience in Windsor Locks where we had to enforce the approved charter of homeowners association when ownership changed between different phases of the project. So preferred map scales, so there's consistency between planning, zoning regulations and subdivision regulations. Kind of questions like that. I think a lot of the meat of the conservation subdivision stuff has already been worked out well ahead of me. But I think they have a ways to go in the review of these proposed regulations. Marla has more comments, and there's more meetings scheduled. To the next item, if there weren't any questions with the draft subdivision regulations. We got new phones in the town hall, and I also received a new laptop computer. We've successfully transferred all the files to the cloud, and they're available on the new computer. Our GIS has been installed on the new computer, and we've went through the registration process. So that's ready to start using. It did take up a little bit of time one day. The day they rolled out the phones was the day the first day in the office after the Bluebird advertisement. So the phone was ringing off the hook that day. But it was good. The new phone is better than the old phone by far. I prefer it. And the laptop computer, while it's getting smaller and has smaller screen space, it runs a lot more efficiently than the other two. The other two are now in the possession of IT, and they're going to hold on to them for, he said, 6 months in case any of the files that are on those computers needs to be retrieved in some way that it didn't migrate to the cloud. But we're rolling along on that. I'm able to use Office 365 to check my emails from home. I'm also able to access my documents that I create in Word and Excel at home through Office 365. So if it looks like I'm staring blindly into the screen, I'm actually reading a Word document here from Office 365. And I have just one item left on the report, and then another thing that came in at the deadline today. I've been helping Marla, our wetlands agent, with enforcement matters while she's recovering from surgery. Done some inspections for her. I recently had to issue a notice of violation while she was out for clearing and grading in wetlands along Aquatic Town Farm Road. So I'm still the recording secretary for that commission. I spoke to my action on that commission meeting last Tuesday. On the subject of recording secretary, we're still on the hunt for someone to replace me in that position. There's a couple leads, but we'll see where they go. And the one item that came in today, our FEMA flood maps came in today, and Marla is going to post them to the wetlands page on the town website for a resource. There's a 90-day comment period, and these maps look different than the last maps. A lot more area in floodplain, and they might cost some people some money or be contentious in some way. So we hope to get the images up onto the wetlands website so people can have a look and have something to say about it during the comment period if they'd like. But those are the items I had in my agent report. It wasn't as lengthy as last month's, but staying busy nonetheless. If anyone had any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
So Mala's still able to work with you from her home?
She's back in the office. She wears a boot and has her crutches. And I think she's just 1 day a week on Mondays. We were in the office together today. And we do communicate by email throughout the week and by phone. She's got a lot of people coming to her with development questions too. And I see that come into the door in the office. And then I have to say, oh, well, I'll let Marla know that to expect your email and that kind of thing. So she's gonna be possibly pretty busy pretty soon. And likewise, the other land use commissions. And I expect something to come our way to comment on, considering that these are mostly big properties that people are wondering how they can carve them up. And and all of them have wetlands on them. And I just see something probably coming our way for comment.
It's good that you're there to assist her. You may, with her crutches and whatever, you may be a big help in helping her do her work, if that can still fit in your schedule.
No, she's got the brains. I guess I got the muscle.
There you go.
So yeah, it's she's got a lot of experience, and working with her, I learn something new every day, and I'm happy to help her in the situation, and stuff has to get done. So, thank you.
Okay, any questions of Dan of his report? Okay, moving along, we come to correspondence, incoming mail. We got a thank you letter from the Audubon and the Land Conservation Conference Annual Renewal in the Wildlife Magazine.
Oh, is that the packet I had for Phil? The last
Sorry.
last month? Yep. I also have in that packet, if no one received a selectman's update, a physical copy of the selectman's update that I was going to leave for Phil, but if
I've been passing out the selectmen's update to all my friends and neighbors to make sure they got them.
good.
Okay, old business, anything on the honor roll marker?
No,
I haven't, no,
I
okay.
talked to Tom about it, and he knows the guy, he's a very nice guy.
Mhm,
And he said himself that probably we will stay there,
mhm.
but I still haven't talked to the guy yet.
The bluebird nesting boxes, we got a report on that already, okay. Any new business coming up that you see aside from more commenting probably on?
More comments on the subdivision regs, probably, and possibly some kind of development to review and comment on, or two.
Anything on easements? Like there was some easements on Ballard Road behind that new group of houses. And I see one has been sold. I wonder if the seller told them.
I gave a large stack of medallions to Mr. Perry, who was the general contractor on that. And before the CO is issued for that one, I'm going to confirm the installation of the conservation easement markers. But yeah, that side of the road doesn't have in our GIS, our MapGeo GIS, a depiction of the conservation easement. We have it in the deed, but not depicted on the GIS. Meanwhile, on the other side of the road, it's vice versa. We have it depicted on the GIS and hard to find deed information related to that conservation easement.
I'm talking
Well-
about the east side of the road, not the west.
The east side of the road. All right, though, the west side of the road has a new construction right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the east side of the road
Has
is,
a house being sold, and I was wondering if the new owner would be informed that he has an easement on the back, and actually, one of those houses had a little building that was supposed to have been moved because
So-
it was on easement land.
I'd say at least a month ago, we had someone in the office asking questions about what they can do over there. And Marla knew right off the bat there was wetlands over there. And she asked me, is there a conservation easement over there? That we quickly found that out, that told them you've got wetlands and a conservation easement. There's not really anything you could do what you wanted to do there. I don't know if it was a new owner or a prospective buyer. But you say it's for sale.
I saw a moving van there.
Okay. Yeah, and there hasn't been any further questions about it, but I can keep an eye out. The whole road. I think they have plans to put in additional houses on the west side of the road. And the easements over in that area on Ballard Road are probably going to be among the first that I have to confirm. I'm not happy about the discrepancy between the map geo and our easement book. And starting there might potentially at least get that road congruent with our mapping and with our physical record. But medallions are going up on a new construction in the conservation easement area on the west side of the road. I think he got them last week. And the building official should be, they're close to CO, and I should be notified pretty soon about that.
Oh, I don't know if it goes on the new business or not, but I believe a couple of people have put in notice they would like to serve on the Conservation Commission.
I haven't received directly. I've had a couple questions from people. They saw the ad, or they were curious just about it. They would said, I believe either Valerie or Dave Clark was interested. They said they would attend a meeting to see how it was going. And did you say Pat Cheever?
Pat Cheever and Sue Wheeler
Okay,
applied.
yeah, they've applied.
Yes.
Okay,
A lot of
Andy's
forms.
got 'em.
So far, just Susan Wheeler.
Mhm.
okay.
And
Yeah,
she
we
should
do.
be appointed unto tomorrow.
Okay, citizens' comments. Any citizens listening have any comments? Is Valerie on the, you got any comments, Valerie?
I'm just pleased about the violation that was issued. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a citizen comment.
Okay, well,
I see tons of bluebirds out there. So the bluebird boxes are working. Every time I'm out on a walk with my dog, I see a couple. And we go to a lot of different locations. So I never really noted, I never paid attention before, but of course now it's like, oh, it's bluebird. So the bluebird boxes are working.
you've had what, two?
I've had two pair on my suet. box.
Yeah.
Which I never had before.
Yeah.
I've got some bluebird boxes out, but I don't think they're in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen them on the airline trail. I saw some, of course, at the dam, West Thompson Dam, seen it in Killingly even. So of course, maybe I'm watching for them more now. See that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, members forum, any comments? Peter, how about giving us a report of your exercise lately?
Oh, yeah, I been picking up trash.
Along with, you
Yeah.
have a helper, come on, let's
Yeah,
give your
my
wife
wife,
some.
yeah, she likes to walk along with me, so we've done Fabian all the way to Red Bridge, and we've done Brickyard to Capitola, and now we're working on 131 from the church down to the Dudley line. So
Mm.
we were gonna do more than that. We were gonna do up to Thompson Auto Care on Route 12. But the state has come in and they had several guys out there. I think I stopped and talked to them and said, thank you, because I didn't have to do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I did Route 12.
Did you?
Well, from the intersection to the Putnam Town
Mhm.
Line.
And I have to say that it's getting better.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean-
now mine's already getting filled up. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I had 30 bags last year from that.
wow. I did
And,
5.
And I have 12 now, so it's not bad. We'll see
Okay.
what happens when I do the rest of the
You
route.
did Anderson Road too, didn't you?
Yes, I did Anderson Road also.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
The interest has been fantastic this year.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And you said somebody's doing Azid.
What's that?
Somebody's doing Azid Road?
Yes, well, they haven't done it yet.
No.
I
I was
think
on it this morning with my dog. It's like, okay, I'll
her
check
name
that.
is Amanda Anderson.
Okay.
So she took the bags and said she was gonna do it, but next week, if some of,
If it's not, I'll do it by next weekend, coming
Mhm.
weekend, because as the grass starts the shrubs start growing
Yeah.
up, it'll be impossible to
Right.
get in there.
I gotta do Parker Road too.
pardon?
Parker Road, I'll
Parker
be
Road.
doing that also.
Yeah.
Because Tom won't be able to do it.
And Carol, you might as well brag about what you did.
Oh, I got a big Quantic Town Farm Road.
Wow.
A lot of it. We've got 4 bags the other day and just did one little section of
Yeah.
it. A lot of
Wow.
cans, big glass bottles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The nips.
No, not many nips, they're all like this size.
that's what,
No, they're
that's
all,
what.
they're all
Azid
by
Road.
my house.
Crazy. My mom told me never to litter. She drilled it into our head as kids, so I'm not, no, not even a little smidgen of paper gets thrown out. So,
Anyway, it's going well and the dumpster is really filling up.
Not what it is. Not as many tires though, I didn't see that many.
You're not as many tires, that's good,
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
but sometimes they arrive the last week.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Judy, you got any comments?
I don't. Things have been pretty quiet.
Mhm. Are you enjoying off the subject, are you enjoying a new job?
I am. Thank you for asking. Yes.
Okay. Judy's now working for DEP in Massachusetts.
Oh.
Okay, any announcements? Anything to announce?
Just remember this Friday, the ribbon cutting for the Blaine Footbridge at the West Thompson Dam, 3 o'clock. No good idea where to park, but I think probably if you can walk in prior to 3 o'clock. I think the event itself is at 3 o'clock. Also, we have our May meeting date. I believe it's the 19th, but I don't want to give any.
16th.
16th.
16th. Will it be, what do you call it, virtual?
Virtual.
Will it
It can still be hybrid.
hybrid? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, any other business to become before this meeting? What?
Is, Mark Parker back? Working the cemetery?
Not yet. He will be.
I just was curious.
He's not back yet, but,
At the Wilsonville,
right.
and then we'll head over to Florida.
I will say that, there were at, Jocelyn Cemetery, there were lots of trees hanging over the cemetery. And I caught the neighbor outside and, asked him if he wouldn't be willing to cut some of his trees since they all hung over and branches broke and whatever onto our stones that we just had fixed. He said, well, he had a tree that fell down that cost $4,000. He was estimated that it would cost $4,000 to cut it up and take it away. So I said, well, I think I can get a better job than that for you. So I spoke to the fellow that's been helping me. He gave him a much better price. So all these trees that hung over, and the town is cutting up the brush that's, and that is very helpful in helping the cemetery. Also, there was a neighbor in the yellow house that had a huge pine tree. And I got enough courage to go knock on her door. And anyway, make a long story short, she decided yesterday that she would like her, well, I introduced her to my wood tree cutter, and he gave her a price of something like $800, which was much cheaper than a $4,000 one. So she's decided to have that cut, and if that fell, that would take lots of stones with it, but to went the other way would take her house. So so anyway, that's working out fine, and thanks to the town of, I try not to use the town as much as I can, but they do the chipping, and it helps
Yeah,
the cemetery,
yeah.
so that works out good. Okay, anything else to come before the meeting? Thank you very much, and our next meeting will be May 16th at 7, and it'll be a hybrid, and thank you very much for your input, and you officially adjourned.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Night,
night.
thank you. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. Thank you.